Digital textbooks are interactive multimedia forms of textbooks. They consist of learning resources such as reading materials, videos, and virtual experiments. They offer the ability to assign materials to students for learning goals, performing practice assessments, and to take final assessments online with immediate feedback. Digital textbooks have been researched by publishers like McGraw-Hill, Pearson Global, Wiley Plus, and Discovery Education over the last decade. Research studies show that using interactive textbooks can increase student achievement by up to 20% for pass rates of grades higher than a C. Discovery Science Textbook started as Discovery Streaming. In a 2004 study, an increase on test scores showed an increase of 4.8% from pre- to post-test results. From 2006 to 2008, Texas, Indiana, and Florida reported increases of 5 to 8% in student achievement with the usage of Discovery Streaming. Discovery Textbook has advanced over the years to include more interaction between students and technology. By providing dynamic digital content, students are more engaged in the learning process. Discovery Science Textbook uses the 5 E's instructional model to engage, explore, explain, elaborate, and evaluate learning. This instructional model is aligned to state standards with model lessons available for teachers. Let's take a walk through the average science middle school classroom. As you can see, the classroom itself is small and tables take up most of the space. There is no dedicated lab space available in the room and limited materials and equipment for hands-on investigation. The number of students in each class rises every year as the classroom size doesn't change. The textbook offers interactive features that are usable in this limited space. Student demand is rising for 21st century tools in the classroom. Asynchronous learning and portability are benefits to using textbooks. Teachers have the ability to assign materials to students for use inside or outside the classroom in an online setting. Students can review and learn at their own pace in environments they are comfortable in. Let's take a look at an example. Students can use mobile devices such as netbooks, laptops, and tablets to access the textbook from anywhere there is an internet connection. Each student has their own login and account to access class content.
I'm opening up my reading passage for my online textbook. Here comes the sun. A U.S. spacecraft aims to catch pieces of the sun and bring them back to Earth. To most people, catching some sun means slapping on some sunscreen and stretching out on the beach for a few hours. To a group of U.S. scientists, catching some sun means sending a robotic spacecraft on a three-year, 20-million-mile voyage. During that voyage, the Genesis spacecraft launched last summer will snag automatic dust particles from the sun that scientists will hope to contain a record of the solar system's early ages. To put it simply, if we want to understand how the solar system... I really didn't understand that reading passage, so why not watch a video?
In the nightly theatre of the heavens, there's more to stargaze into the stars and the planets. There are special angles, celestial vagabonds whose unpredictability makes them all the more exciting. Cosmic show-offs such as meteors, asteroids, and most famously, comets.
After watching a video and reading a passage, I think I'm ready for the assessment.
A teacher's take on the textbook is shared by Peggy Kirk.
After spending my first 10 years strictly using textbooks in the classroom and the resources that went with them, I watched my students' interest be very minimal with that type of instruction. Textbooks are not as interesting, and as students become more tech interested as as time goes by, we're finding that they have more interest in being online and with computers. So the tech books give them a variety of options to choose from, and since children learn differently, it gives them the option to read to learn, to look at videos to learn. So in essence, they're getting to choose how they learn the information, which creates greater interest in the students themselves.
If given the opportunity to go beyond the textbook, would you? And how would you go about doing so? Stephanie Madlinger has 20 years teaching experience and is a member of the Discovery Education Network. She is an education technology specialist who is dedicated to enhancing student achievement through technology. Please welcome her as your keynote speaker to discuss the advantages of digital textbooks.